Imagine an AI that can analyze your texts, your tone, your arguments, even your silences, and tell you exactly how long your relationship will last. It sounds like science fiction, right? But it's already happening. Relationship AIs are here, and they're terrifyingly accurate, predicting compatibility, breakups, and even who's secretly falling out of love. Love has always been one of humanity's greatest mysteries: unpredictable, emotional, and deeply personal. But what if AI could measure it? Across the world, tech labs and universities are developing advanced emotional intelligence models capable of analyzing relationships with staggering accuracy. These systems don't just read what you say, they interpret how you feel when you say it, and they can forecast the future of your relationship long before you even sense a problem. Let's uncover how this technology works, why billionaires and dating apps are quietly using it, and what it means for the future of human connection. The birth of emotional AI. It began with sentiment analysis, basic programs that detect whether a message is positive or negative. But today's emotional AI goes far beyond that. It tracks tone shifts, typing rhythm, pause patterns, and even the words you don't use. From these cues, it builds a psychological map of your emotional state and your partner's. Over time, it learns to detect attention, affection, or detachment with stunning precision. The data that fuels relationship predictions. I doesn't need your consent to study your relationship. Your texts, DMs, and voice calls often contain enough metadata for algorithms to understand your emotional life. Tech companies feed billions of conversations into AI models to improve emotional prediction accuracy. The result: AI that can identify early signs of relationship decline, weeks or even months before either partner notices. The science of digital chemistry. Compatibility, according to AI, is just math. It measures linguistic alignment, how often partners mirror each other's phrasing, humor, and emotional tone. When couples sync up linguistically, it's a sign of trust and connection. When that rhythm breaks down, AI interprets it as emotional distance, a precursor to conflict or separation. Relationship AI and dating apps. Major dating platforms are already integrating emotional intelligence AI. They use it to match people based not just on shared interests, but on communication patterns and psychological behavior. Some even simulate chat scenarios between potential matches and predict how likely they are to connect in real life. In short, AI is redefining compatibility, reducing love to algorithms and probabilities. AI that detects hidden emotional truths. Imagine an AI that can tell if someone's losing interest just by analyzing their typing speed or emoji use. That's not hypothetical, it's real. These models are trained on millions of message exchanges labeled by emotional outcomes. They can recognize detachment, guilt, affection, or resentment, even when the person denies it consciously. For relationships, that's both a breakthrough and a nightmare. The corporate use of emotional AI. It's not just lovers who are being analyzed. Corporations use emotional AI to evaluate teamwork, morale, and even leadership chemistry. Some companies scan internal communications to predict workplace conflicts or identify employees at risk of burnout. The line between professional and personal emotion tracking is fading fast. When AI knows before you do. AI doesn't feel emotions, but it can see the patterns that emotions create. Studies show that predictive models can forecast breakups with over 90% accuracy by analyzing message sentiment and tone changes. In one case, researchers predicted a breakup 3 months before it happened, using nothing but text conversations. It's like a digital fortune teller that sees emotional storms before the clouds even form. The ethics of emotional surveillance. But here's the dark side. Emotional AI requires access to intimate data. That means reading private chats, analyzing voice messages, and decoding micro expressions in video calls. Who owns that data? Who decides what it's used for? If AI can tell you your relationship is doomed, does that knowledge help or destroy your connection faster? Billionaires are investing in love. Predictions to I. High net worth individuals are funding startups that claim to optimize relationships through data. They see love as a variable, something that can be hacked, tracked, and maximized. From smart rings that measure emotional synchronization to apps that send real time relationship health alerts, the future of love might feel more like a stock market than a fairy tale. The future. AI as your emotional partner. The next generation of AI won't just analyze your relationship, it'll participate in it. Already, people are forming emotional bonds with AI companions trained to provide empathy, attention, and validation 24/7. In time, these systems could evolve into full emotional substitutes, always understanding, never arguing, never leaving. And that raises a haunting question. When AI can love us perfectly, will we still choose each other? I may never truly understand human love, but it's getting close enough to predict it, influence it, and maybe even replace it. We used to think our hearts were private, unpredictable, and beyond logic. But in the eyes of the machine, even love is just data, patterns waiting to be decoded. And if AI already knows who we'll love, how long we'll stay, and when we'll fall apart, what part of love is left that still belongs to us?